Hi, I'm Kim Burroughs. I'm one of our staff attorneys here at the Equality Ohio Legal Clinic. I'm located in Central Ohio. So I work in Franklin County, Delaware County, all of the contiguous counties around the city of Columbus. And my job as a staff attorney with our legal clinic, we wear a lot of hats. So my primary job is to provide direct representation to people who are members of the LGBTQ community who live in Central Ohio and who are facing a variety of legal issues and who could just use some help. I've worked on civil protection order cases. I've represented victims of crime in criminal proceedings. I've helped folks deal with landlords who are trying to evict them. I've worked with the Ohio Civil Rights Commission. We really wear a lot of hats as staff attorneys, which is, there's never a dull moment. Every day has a new challenge, and certainly we're always keeping on top of every change in the law. We do a lot of family law cases, so direct representation is a pretty key component of my job here. But I also do what we sometimes refer to as coalition work, coalition building. And so I try to insert myself into spaces like, let's say, human trafficking. That is a movement that has picked up a lot of steam in the last 5 to 10 years. And here in the city of Columbus, we have amazing resources for survivors of human trafficking. We have our own specialized docket that connects survivors of human trafficking with organizations like Freedom a la carte and Advocating Opportunity, and organizations that are designed to give survivors job training and access to housing and help sealing and expunging their records, which we also do. And part of my role as a staff attorney is to run right into those spaces and say, and what about LGBTQ folks? And how are we targeting them? How are we helping them? And so really bringing that lens, that legal perspective into spaces where it's underrepresented. So, human trafficking, certainly I'm not trying to single that out. Queer people are everywhere in reentry communities, reentry from incarceration, jail, or prison. The special and unique challenges that queer people face in those circumstances. Single parents. We certainly need queer voices anywhere and everywhere we can get them. And so we're always sort of building our capacity there and making those. Encouraging those types of service providers to acknowledge our community and to tailor their resources to our needs and to our needs. So why do I care? Why am I here? How did I get here? I'm somebody, so I didn't come out as queer, lesbian, until pretty late in life. I was in my late 20s. And the 27 years before that for me were really painful. I just felt very cut off and like I didn't know why. I couldn't figure out why I was in so much pain, but I sure was. And that sense of hurting was always something that I felt we all experience, whether we're gay or lesbian or transgender, black, white, indigenous. I think we all know what it is to be in pain. And so for as long as I can remember, I have been heading in the direction professionally of the helping professions. But for the longest time, I just, anywhere I could help is where I landed, right? And it wasn't, so I started out as a prosecutor. And the reason I ended up there was I graduated from law school in the height of the Me Too movement, and I wanted to use my personal experiences that resonated in the Me Too movement to help folks who were going through, horrific experiences. I wanted to be the prosecutor who understood and who wouldn't re-traumatize. And I worked in that area for a while. I've worked in homelessness, outreach and advocacy, housing resources for a while. And I've sort of been all over the map, right? But it wasn't until I figured out who I was and what I brought to this world and what my lens was. It wasn't until I felt comfortable in my identity, until after I came out, that I realized I had been missing my community, and I wanted to be at the heart of my community, building it out so that for the people who aren't out yet, and for the people who are in pain and don't know why, we're here, we're present, we're visible. I wanted to offer that to the folks who might be today where I was 10 years ago. So that's why I'm with Equality Ohio specifically these days, and I feel like I found my home. Our organization is full of just loving, compassionate community members who are all here, I think, to do the same work. So that's my story. That's how I ended up here. And if you want to help, if you're like me and you want to help and you just don't know how to get started, my advice, which is probably not surprising, is to just help. Just get started. Try not to be shy. Carrie Fisher has a great quote, and it says, if you're afraid, do it afraid, or something like that. Like if you're scared, do it scared, right? So I know it can be intimidating, overwhelming to meet new people, to step foot into the world of legislative advocacy. I know those things sound overwhelming. We're here to make it as easy as possible. We are a fun bunch, so just take that first step, just get started. And if you're anything like me, you'll figure out along the way what skills you can hone and what you can bring to the table that is specific to you. But you can't get there unless you start. So come say hi to us. We'd love to meet you. We'd love to help you get started.
Happy Pride, everyone! I'm MD from Equality Ohio, and I'm so excited to share with you that every day this month we'll be sharing a new video circulating around Pride about Pride for the entire month. So if you'd like to support Equality Ohio, you can like, subscribe to our channel, and you can also donate directly to us at equalityohio.org/donate, and you can also share this video. Thank you. Happy Pride!